We back, and it's time to talk to Vevictus. Hello.
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Yes, quite.
When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big.
And your secret
Did
we
you
found.
find what you were looking for?
If your secret is what you're talking about, oh yes, we did. Don't play dumb, we know you're buying into Axel. Didn't we know that he did that in the first place? Never mind. He's behind these two. I understand. I'm gonna say
Good
that though.
news, then. So,
I don't
what
remember. Did we
exactly are you
figure
doing
out that
here?
he's
Plenty
doing
still
it?
to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
I know that I know he said that, but we don't know for sure that he did this, right?
Did you?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions.
That's what I'm hoping
After
as
all,
well.
given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
So you really don't know anything about the attacks, is that what you're claiming?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
I mean, I'm sure if I say this, I can still do it anyway. I'm gonna try this one.
You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau City,
No.
New Atlantis.
Okay.
My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I.
Which is who?
Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now,
But
being
also
as clever
why?
as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
I literally just asked that, so... Because you're mad to work on something. Yeah, who have you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
I guess. Yeah,
Not a bad thought. But no.
it's
The
personal.
attacks were a correction.
Huh?
When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found. But we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the
I
bombing
mean, it's
of the
not right, but I
Londinian
understand.
spaceport.
Okay, but why do you then
Fixing two problems at once.
go to
Halting
crazy?
the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Again, that makes sense. No secret is so dangerous. You just said it took you years. The information should have handed over, secured it, and kept it from being used. But okay, I get his motive. But why did he attack the other two places? Those places had nothing to do with anything. Please, secret is so dangerous you can justify. I mean, in his view, that's not true. Information you've been handed over. I'll try that one.
It's easy to judge now, but the Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. In that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead
Why
before he
would
could hurt
he be
anyone else.
involved? He was a homie.
Decades on the run, brought to an end by another unlikely hero.
No. Is that the other guy? How many Reginalds are there? Isn't the other guy named Reginald? Oh, maybe his name is Percival. I'm confused. Too many names. So you murdered UC citizens because you're slain. Okay. This is the guy I believe that we killed on the ship.
Can't remember the many lives you've taken.
I didn't even kill him.
Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria.
Yeah.
The pilot of the Warlock. The man I had to eliminate.
But he died
to hide my secret.
Before the attack, didn't he? I don't remember. So you murdered UC citizens. How could you have done that?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands, all without the UC realizing whom you were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
Alright, so you're a sicko.
There are no heroes without a villain.
Not necessarily true.
The opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to
even the robots messed up.
Your and Hadrian's success.
Can we trust anybody?
And look at the results. I know for a fact the cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
I have a home there, and it's trash. What kind of items we talking here? Maybe honoring me for cleaning up your messes. I don't like any of these options with this guy. You're waiting for me to say thank you. I'm gonna be here a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge.
Bro, we're gonna blame you. You confessed.
And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence.
You've killed a lot of innocent people.
In the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
That is true. Think I'm just gonna forget the fact that you killed all those people and accomplish your good works. You know what? I don't know what I'm gonna tell them.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Yes, but you do one bad thing like that, next thing you know, You do something else and it's crazier. I don't know. I don't like it. He's too full of himself. He thinks he's getting out.
Authorized personnel only.
Got any questions?
Let's get moving.
To the stars.
Actually, to the council. We're not going to the stars. Cabinet chamber. I don't care if you have something for me. I don't want it. It's just gonna be a stupid sandwich. Where am I going? I haven't been over here before. Hello.
Perfect timing. We just got in.
Mm-hmm.
So on our end, good news.
On my end,
the
bad.
microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything?
Well,
Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
I don't see any reason to. He confessed.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He did. He said he was trying to fix the damage done to the Senate name. Yeah, pretty much.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
He wanted his family's name to be respected again, so he decided to double down on being a monster. What a brilliant strategy.
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
I mean, technically you don't... I would kill him, but technically you don't have to if you want him to just keep working. You could just make sure he doesn't have any way of communicating with the outside. He has to leave out his involvement in attacks as to consider... I'm gonna say this.
I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people. And I'm not
I think
about
it's
to let
more
him
her
get away
decision.
with something like that. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might
don't
be
think
our
so.
last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs.
Which method of dealing... That'd be interesting. What are the risks if... What do you think the cabinet will do? I'm more interested in this one.
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker.
He's gonna say one, she'll
If we're
say the
concerned
other.
about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math, and a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
Alright.
And here we go.
My fellow UC citizens, UCCs.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances.
Agreed.
But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Why else would it be there? That's correct. Yes, but don't worry, I found the culprit. We found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
Well...
Orlays.
The report isn't the whole truth, or at least help with the Victus. Hadrian, I think you should tell them. Yeah, why not?
Well, ma'am, it seems your report is incorrect.
Make her
Francois
responsible.
Sanan was responsible for the attacks.
He did what?
Technically, I didn't lie to him then.
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room.
I'm telling everybody I know.
Now, that's quite the accusation your group is leveling. Seeing as Francois Sanan has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Yeah, take this.
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air.
How are we playing that?
An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
Francois.
He knew they could do this. And said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered.
Doesn't sound like you're doing it yet. Not
Well,
immediately.
I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough.
I mean, you could pay me.
We failed
Give me
the
a better
people of
house,
the
too.
colonies by not dealing with Vavictus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
We'll be better without him. Whatever the cabinet thinks is right. I would request his life be spared. Can you ensure he has no more...
That's truly disconcerting.
Because like
to
I'm
hear.
saying, you could leave
Cutting
him
off Vavictus's
alive.
contact with the outside world is likely to be just the beginning of his punishment.
I think you guys should choose.
It's well past due. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand.
Did I not choose?
With the threads
for
you
them to
brought
choose?
together here. The
Why are you not
Lazarus
saying
plant,
it?
the attacks, the heat leeches.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives.
Yeah, I'm built like that.
But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
That'd be interesting. I do think they should be involved in some regard. Securing it isn't enough, it should be wiped out. I kind of like both of these. But I think the others should be
Tell the
involved.
Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to
Why?
utilize
Why
against
say
us?
it like that?
I'm in
Why?
agreement. I fail to see the value here.
That's because you're one-sided, and I'm not. It demonstrate the collective... Wow. It would demonstrate to the collective the UC isn't planning to secretly use his weapon. UC doesn't exactly have the best track record. Yeah.
Having everybody participate in the solution here goes a long way to remembering that we're all on the same side. The human side.
Exactly.
That is an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
Mm-hmm.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the collective involved in the management.
What about
Thank you for the suggestion,
House
Captain.
Veyroun? Is that
So
what their
then,
name is?
to our final topic.
I think so.
The cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now
Right.
also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this
I kind
all
of
will
like
be
both
handled.
ideas. I don't get why you can't.
Madam President, this microbe
implement
is
both.
clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation.
You know, there's 5 of you.
Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see.
And even if you add those 2, there's
Captain,
7.
I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd
That's
like
an
to know
odd
your
number. You
take
should
on
be
the
able
matter.
to choose amongst yourselves. This would be interesting because you get the other kind of aliens. Cause enough damage. This would be nice and quick, but it could have issue. I think the whole point is this is slow but effective. This is fast, even more effective, but has a chance of being problematic. So this is the negative to this is that it's too slow. Do we need to do anything? I still have questions about the methods. What would I say here?
Please, ask.
What are the dangers? Yeah, what are the dangers of bringing them?
I can feel this one. While intimidating creatures, certainly, Aseles are docile unless provoked. They're honestly closer to oversized mobile scanners than deadly predators.
Yeah, these were like the space
The
cows.
concern is that, while all proposed methods will be long-term efforts, the Aseles are the slowest. Slow to breed,
As I
slow
thought.
to deploy. We do everything we could to accelerate that process, including mustering some of our mothballed cloning technologies. But if we do elect to use this method, we'll be doing things at the pace of a megafauna, which is not an expedient one.
What are the chances really? Yeah, give me this one.
Infinitesimally low.
But not 0.
The chance of a starship
Chance
landing
of,
on you as you
nothing's
sit here
ever
isn't 0.
chances 0.
Yet you still
Literally
attack me.
nothing.
Personally, my fear isn't mutation, but Terramorphs developing a resistance. But that's something our group can continue to address if we decide to take this approach.
I agree.
As I believe we should.
Will the other factions be involved? Yeah. Who exactly is doing all this work? I wanted to ask both of these
This
actually.
won't work without them.
Good.
Exactly right, ma'am.
Don't be on that side
The
now.
Affairs Office has already begun reaching out to worlds throughout the settled systems, informing them of the
This
risks
guy
we're all
before was
facing.
saying we didn't want to tell
And
them
that
about
UC has
the
a plan
plant. Now
to
he's
prevent what
on
happened
the side
New
of them.
Atlantis from happening elsewhere. Thus far, the
Make up your
response has
mind.
been overwhelmingly positive. The spirit of mutual cooperation displayed between the UC and the Freestar Collective in managing the Terramorph data set a good tone for the work we're doing, Captain. We expect we'll hit some resistance, but our office has plenty of carrots.
This guy like gains an
and
accent
sticks
sometimes. I don't
to
get it.
ensure the program's widespread success.
What was this last one? What exactly, or who exactly is doing? So
The
I guess everyone.
responsibilities will be spread across multiple branches of the UC. Research and day-to-day administration will be handled by a new group under the Science Division. All diplomatic concerns and coordination will fall to Chief Yassine and Interstellar Affairs. But most of the actual on-the-ground work, that'll be handled by the Vanguard.
Well, I have my decision.
Very well. Then did you have a preference on the method we should deploy?
I think the thing we should do. Do we need to do anything? That is interesting. But no, microbe.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The Science Division is in full agreement.
Here goes nothing.
And then
Just some of the most advanced
Why not
microbiological
do both,
research
though?
humanity's ever deployed. Hardly nothing.
because say they gain a resistance, you
Order,
just release
please.
space cows and then space
And
cows
Major
clean it up.
Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Good.
Then the matter is settled. We'll
I
begin
would
the
literally do
process
both.
immediately.
That just seems like the
Today
smarter option.
marks day
There's no
one for the United
downside to
Colonies
having the
Terramorph
cows.
Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD.
Oh.
Despite all your checkered history
What was that supposed to mean?
with the Xeno Warfare Unit or SysStaff,
That didn't happen.
the cabinet still believes you all earned a display of gratitude for what you've done. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
You got a class system?
Class 1?
What is this?
For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah,
What kind of
yeah.
hierarchy
Thank you,
civilization do we live in? As long as I'm getting... Wow. Okay, what does that mean?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things
Yeah,
for
but what
its
does it
cause.
mean?
Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is
Oh.
rather impressive.
I do like penthouses. Thank you.
You all have earned it.
I have earned it, haven't
Now,
I?
there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
And as a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you, Captain, will have your pick of duties.
What does that mean?
Speak to your commander. Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies,
Everyone 07.
you have our sincerest gratitude.
Salute.
This meeting is adjourned.
You're not saluting. Thank you. No achievement? Never mind. I'm a Class 1 citizen. Sergeant Yumi. Wait a second. Sergeant Yumi? That's not the right mission. Yeah. Tuala. Tuala. So Yumi is the security guy. Can I go from here? Bro, it is so laggy in this place, I can't. This little area? Crazy. So now there's a penthouse, you say? I like the sound of that. Though I kinda hope it's not as cool as the house that I have, because I ain't gonna spend another million years decorating. Hello.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
07. Thank you, Commander. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All
mustache.
UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But
How
to
much?
get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
$12,000. Why does he drink? And wow. Thank you.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs.
Interesting.
Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help
This is
collecting
just like
biological samples to keep
background
an eye out
side
for
quests.
any new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
No, because I'm not gonna do any of them. I mean, I don't really want. Yeah.
Of course. You've earned some R&R. Once you're rested up and ready to head out there again, you come see me.
07, Captain. Alright, so now I want to see this penthouse. Penthouse? Doesn't give us... I don't remember what that was. Somewhere over here. So, while I was on my way to this area, I tried doing this. I had the fireball set. I killed about 10 civilians. So that was cool. This is the place. Hello.
I'm always ready to make a deal. Well, if it isn't the
Where are you
United
going?
Colony's newest Class 1 citizen.
Where are you going?
You've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis.
Why are you so far away?
In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion.
Sorry,
What
I
do you
can't
say?
see you.
It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
Yeah.
Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city.
Geez, this is what it's like to be
Okay, you're all
completely
set.
blind.
Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district.
I don't know where that
You'll
is.
love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Mercury penthouse, building material. Bro, how much of that stuff am I gonna get? Constantly. 3 houses worth. And it's just like dumb things. Markers, folders. Like, I don't need that. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Well, I'll be honest. I might be disappointed. I think this might be cooler than what I have. Nice bathroom. Okay, it's cooler. Come on, man. You can even see my ship from here. I could have had all this. And to think the Vanguard was the first, like, missions that I started. I literally could have had this from the beginning. If I made a new character, there's so many things I would change. I even have a washing machine? I don't have that in my other house. Bro, this place is nice. There's not... The only thing that it doesn't have... Oh, this would be a perfect dining room. It doesn't have, like, a... Other than here, a big open area. So, like, in the other house, which eventually I'll show, I have, like, mannequins and, like, the stations and garbage. Not really room for that. I guess you could do it here, but this is more bedroom. This would be, like, a... Probably the station room. Bathroom. The living room. Dining room. Office. This looks like there should be a door here. I don't like this wall. That really bothers me. But these, not this one. These views are crazy. Can I just jump off this? I'm not sure. That might be like, I didn't even know there was a giant lake there. That might be like Skyrim, when you're in Whiterun. You jump over the wall. Well, you're technically not supposed to. It's not like rendered. I'm not dealing with that, so we'll go down the real way. This is a nice place, though. Real on shame that I'm not going to be able to do anything with it.
Yarn has always been a bit of a pit in my stomach.
Uh-huh.
I know it wasn't related to Irvin's. I
was
just
hoping he was going to continue the conversation, but sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't.
When he arrived, he probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart.
So do I. We're going to take care of it. Probably look different. Can't imagine the view.
Oh, you remind me of him sometimes. Wanting to make things right.
Mm-hmm.
And when you said it out loud, you know...
What's with all the thumbs up?
I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident.
Vasco. Okay, we'll talk to the lawyer. What can you tell me about the lawyer? Did you bring everything we discovered already?
I sent that to our lawyer already. I asked her to confidentially review what we found.
Why is Vasco just here? Alright, let's go.
Right. She said she would meet us at her office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though.
Who knows how long this could
Gagarin
take.
isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
I'm also sad that we're not going to get the Andreja missions. I spent too long... Why is this not set? Spent too long with, what's her face? Sarah. Unfortunate. Would have been nice to have gotten, like, all their missions. Even Sam, before he died. Only get to do 2 out of the 4.
I'm gonna become a famous bounty hunter.
That's nice. No one cares about your bounty hunter dreams. Hello.
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here.
I have a feeling this is going to take a while.
We have work to do, don't we?
Let's just go through the case. What do you mean?
Down to business. Perfect. What do you already know?
I know everything.
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him.
Well, time to clear his name.
Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough.
I'll bribe the judge. We can find more evidence. Nothing found good enough. What happens if we take...
In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive.
Well, I don't have any other evidence.
Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him.
Point us there.
That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a Foundry terminal. If
marked down in
access
records for the court
you'll need
case?
a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the Foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed,
I was
he
right,
might
this is
have
gonna
held
take a
on to
while.
some documents there.
Theft, passcodes, geology, mining. Yeah,
I'm not much of a cat burglar.
I am.
But I do have a cat suit somewhere, now that you mention it.
That is definitely not necessary, Barrett.
I think it's
That's
necessary.
for the job you want.
I want
the
it.
job you have, right?
Good grief. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Let's figure out a plan so you two can get out of my office and investigate. Okay, listen. I have heard that there are terminals in the Foundry that can be accessed with passcodes. And I happen to know that miners always have passcodes on them. Do with that information as you will. Hopefully that's enough to work with for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
Find Irvin's
Foundry
apartment.
District isn't too far from here.
Roger that, sir. I can go rob someone real quick. Hopefully it doesn't go badly. 77, 39. 39's closer. Use the terminal. Hello? Thank you.
Can't this wait? Pretty busy trying to relax here.
Stop looking at me. Quick save. Why this guy's just gonna be annoying. 100% he's coded to just keep going back and forth just because of this mission.
The hell do you think
Unfortunate. Excuse me.
The colony war hit Gagarin hard.
Excuse me.
It's just finally getting back on its feet.
Let me just, why would this be here? What? Okay, that's a lot of things. Unfortunate. I don't know what we just did. Hello.
Ordinance look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right?
Let's go. Alright.
I guess we'll see what state the mine is in.
We gotta go to his house first, though.
It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there. If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out.
Alright, well, we gotta go to his house first. We could have incriminating documents. I wish that went a little further. You deserve what? She's giving me something. Oh, sheesh. The man just gave me $3,000. Man, walking down the street and a man gave you $3,000 just for living your life. I wish I got a free $3,000.
Well, this is it. Irvin's old apartment. Here, use this key.
Alright, what are we looking for?
After you, Captain. Now I get why he wanted me to look after his plants. No windows, insufficient power property.
My man's got an elevator.
No wonder he wrote so much. Wait a second. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal.
This place is disgusting.
Well, I'll be... If you ever doubted Irvin's genius...
Reminder. Messages. Wow. Ugh. That. Nice and easy.
Look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later.
What did I just pick up? Is that a book? I don't want a book. Sorry. And let's look at this. Okay.
Hold on. Is that what I think it is? Is that Irvin's employment contract? Let me see. All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at Town Hall.
They are solid leads.
Much better than liquid or gas leads. That much is evident.
I can't believe he just made that joke.
It was a bit strange going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but nothing. What's that you have there? A plant?
Yeah.
Beautiful and resilient, as extremophile plants tend to be. Although this self-sustaining habitat dish gets some of the credit. I bet it could survive without care for a long time. Evolved or altered, Irvin used to experiment a lot with extremophile plant life. Maybe he made the perfect plant buddy for his windowless apartment. In any event, I'll go through Irvin's notes in more detail later. There's probably a flowchart somewhere with this little guy's name on it. Oh, on that note, we should give it a name. I'm thinking something simple yet refined.
Irvin.
What do you think of Harvey?
I think we should name it Irvin, but sure.
Then it's unanimous. Okay. The three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve.
Yes.
I've already got the coordinates to mine.
Yes, quite. Alright, to the mine. I don't know why it's saying to go to the hall. We should probably do the mine, wouldn't you think? Which, speaking of, how far is this? Bruh. Way the heck up here? How that man working that far? Why is it showing me these pictures? It did that like once in the very beginning, and then it hasn't done it since. Actually, I bet I know why. I accidentally took a picture.
This place was shuttered 20
Now it's thinking, oh, you took a picture? Let's show all your other ones. I have 2. Oh. 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 Well, unfortunate for you. You good over there, Barrett? I wouldn't call that thing a pest. That looks way more like a giant alien murder creature. But sure, pest. They don't have time to be looking around.
Quit it!
You're fine. Uh-huh. Irvin. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Bruh, how many things are there? Well, apparently I didn't need any of that.
This looks like administration. Company records?
Why can't I do the admin? Oh, bruh. Easy. Unlock that terminal. Unlock that terminal.
Bingo!
Bingo, bango,
All right.
bongo.
Now let's go find Irvin and Helge's lab stations.
I'm not opening that. Is there something in there? Probably. Something worth anything? Probably not. Yeah, I don't care enough. Alright, where are your stations? Oh, it is laggy. It's been over a month since this game released and they still haven't added DLSS. And I'll complain about it as much as I want. I just can't get over not, like, I have to look for things, even though there's no point, because everything gets taken away from you. Memos. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. So, the ecosystem here, and it had nothing to do with Earth.
Well, we figured it had nothing to do with Irvin. He was an innocent boy. I don't know how we get to this marker. Oh. So, I won. Okay. That's my fault. Computer. Show me the studies. Do I have to, like, look at any of this stuff? I don't really know. Are we done?
Helge tried to do the right thing.
Who hit me? Oh. Did I not just kill you? Come on, Barrett, we gotta move. Ew. That's a giant flower. Where the heck are we?
Ellie! Hello?
Welcome back, detectives.
Thank you.
Welcome back, you two.
Then we go to the other one.
How was the trip to the mine?
Well,
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
we got so much evidence.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions.
Pretty much.
Pew, 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 pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff.
It was a weird place.
Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable.
What about what we found in
These
this house?
documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose.
No.
Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
I'm the problem solver, just tell me what the problem
Truth be
is.
told, a lot's happened in the last 20 years. He's had a rough go of it, and I'm not sure he'll want to testify. But maybe you can talk to him and see where his head's at.
Got a contact for those folks?
People just say to talk to the bartender. I try to stay out of it personally.
This is a much longer mission.
I can't take on both corporate greed and gangster
Oh,
greed.
Barrett, you're lucky
They
we
might know where Helgi
started
is.
this.
I think they usually do.
Talk to Lizzie about Helgi. Why do I have to go to town hall? Is that to do the, like, to end it? Like, to try and go to the court case? Why would we do that without a witness? We're not gonna follow our lawyer's advice? That sounds pretty stupid. What are we, dumb? Are we dumb and stupid? No. Hello.
Looking for a drink?
No, I'm looking
Don't
for a
serve
person.
anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritz or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis.
Alright, way to insult me. How dare you? Wow.
Feel free to see yourself out, Spritz. Well,
I'm trying to ask you a question.
Spritz is back.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Slow news day, I guess.
I heard you were the local big. Need a favor.
I know your people. You're good. I heard you were
What does that
looking
even
for
mean?
help.
The local big?
I just need to know one thing, really.
Is that a fat
Exactly
joke?
how
That's
broken
messed
do
up.
you want him? Just the knees or the hands too?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, nope. None of that is needed here.
Oh. Huh. Well, my mistake. Just tell me how you want it done, Spritz.
We just need to find him. That's pretty much it.
I already sent you the coordinates.
Alright.
Here's a drink for the road, Spritz.
See? This is what happens when you, are a gangster.
Yeah.
Later.
They said Art might come in here.
See? That's why we get on.
Shut up, Barrett. Hello.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
I mean, you could just come with me.
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter.
20 years? Bro, ain't nobody remember 20 years ago.
Him? Why? Who are you people?
Who are you people? We want to discuss something you two worked on. We just need a moment. You clearly need help. We can work something out.
Nah, I don't trust you. I don't even know you. So take a long spacewalk with an empty tank, will you?
He just literally told us to
Please.
kill ourselves.
Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological
that.
disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies.
Hmm.
He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
We know about Hephaestus now. You're trying to warn. Yeah, we know about it.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too.
Well, it's not here.
Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. you're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Mm-hmm.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo.
Well, the case is reopened. I could pay you.
Believe it or not, I don't need or want your money. I made enough of it by working for massive mining corporations. I don't need to risk anything else.
Well, the case is reopened.
Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed.
I got to persuade you, though.
I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here?
We can't do the trial of the evidence alone. We need your help, basically. That has to bug you.
Damn right it does. I just didn't think there was a way to challenge them.
Manipulate.
You're starting to make a lot of sense. Fine, you've convinced me.
Yes, I have.
I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin.
He's dead.
Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany.
Well, he died.
Festus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify.
Nice.
And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Talk with Ellie. Ellie. Lawyer Ellie. Ellie. What the heck?
You ever read
That
about
scared
the early
the
history
poop
of
out of me.
spaceflight?
Why did that happen?
So
It was so loud.
Helgi didn't look so bad, did he?
No.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Yes and yes.
Well, we've got good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
What's the bad
I
news?
hate this game. Just give me the bad news first.
I'm trying to be kind here. But let's just say if 3 people walked into the bar and I was asked to seat the brilliant zoologist, it wouldn't be Dr. Hawkson.
But he did agree to testify, right?
Yes.
I take it that's the good news?
Yes. He agreed.
I'm truly surprised. I won't say that I doubted you exactly, but I was, not optimistic. Even for me. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
You've done a pretty decent job gathering evidence for this case.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I am cautiously optimistic we can win this case.
Optimism is good. Especially from you, Ellie.
The main thing is we'll be able to clear Irvin's name. Of that, I have no doubt. As for charging Hephaestus with a crime and clearing Helgi, that's more of an uphill battle, but I'll see what I can do. All in all, though, really outstanding work.
Thank you.
We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
He's dead.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing.
What?
We can talk more in private.
Oh my god.
Wow, we actually did it. Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name.
We didn't go to the judge yet.
What's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel.
I'm happy for you.
Thanks. I was trying not to be too optimistic about our chances.
What a
because
great
that's
wall.
when a cosmic reversal kicks in. But I think it's okay in this case. We've already proven Irvin's innocence, and I trust Ellie to explain it.
Mm-hmm. Glad you're feeling better. Good, you got it out of the way. Glad you're feeling
I'm
better.
feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help. Ah, that's sweet. But it wasn't just for me. It was for Irv. And of course, we can't forget our new friend Harvey. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy.
Notes on the plant. Perhaps Harvey has a preference where we go next. Wonder if Harvey has a home.
You know what? He just might. But it's probably best you chart the course.
Don't we have to still go to the court?
Harvey doesn't do well with things
Or are we
that
done?
require hands.
Whatever's next, but everybody knows Roger and save me by now.
We've been through a lot, haven't we?
He's making it sound like we're not going to go to court.
Forgotten what it
I
was
thought that was
like
the
to
whole
work
thing.
with someone so
Why did I
close.
say to go to the hall then? Or whatever it was.
On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come
I'm
to
just glad we
realize
see a
that some
wall.
events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life.
Hmm.
Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like I'm going to have to do a whole nother...
We only get a brief moment in
this is going to take too
to
long.
interact, to feel, to be who we are, and
This guy just talks
experience the
forever.
range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Our bodies are all we have, really. Humans are physical, which allows us to be social. This allows us to interact with others on a natural, almost primordial level. And these interactions can be fleeting or drawn out substantially, if you know what I mean. Anyway, if one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion.
Hmm.
You're playing with me, aren't you? Well, I'm almost done. Just listen. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us.
Bruh. Oh my god. What would happen if I chose this? I really wish that there wasn't a wall in front of us. Can I back out of this? I can't. I would like to... Oh well.
Hot damn.
I want to know what will happen.
I mean to say, I feel the same way. I haven't missed your very welcome and
What's Sarah
affectionate
gonna
hints.
say?
I still grin when I think about some of the things you've said. And just so you know, I loved it every single time.
I
But
thought the
before
same
we go
thing,
on
Wall.
further, are you really ready to build love into our friendship? This is a huge step, you know.
Sure thing, Wall.
I'm ready to.
I guess it doesn't matter.
This,
I guess no one cares that there's now another
this is the
person
moment
here.
I was hoping for. The moment that I will remember forever. My heart is racing. This is an adventure in itself, isn't it?
Barrett considers you an ally. Finishing breach. What? Speak to Percival. I don't want to speak to stupid Percival.
Space is so hostile to humanity already.
Just shut up.
Terramorphs don't stand a chance.
Shut up.
This is one for the constant.
I want to get out of this conversation. Don't care if I remember that.
Oh, really?
Really.
I haven't noticed anything.
I wanted to move.
Just kidding, just kidding. You're amazing. Like chocolate-covered prasada berries on an all-you-can-eat spicy chunks buffet. Sorry, I'm a little hungry. Anyway, I can't believe you got them to agree to the microbes. Bravo, Captain. Bravo.
Yeah, honestly, just basically started to regret it. Yeah.
Me too. Sealing away the Lazarus plant hopefully is just a small risk, but that remains to be seen. Balancing risk versus reward is tricky.
We're gonna have to go for another
Even
whole
more
hour.
so when so much hangs in the
I'll have to
balance.
find something to do. Yeah.
Making the subtle system safer with every petri dish. I know now isn't the best time, but I need to talk
Okay.
with you later.
Yeah, we'll have to... I'm not ready to stop. We still have other things to do. Not really, but we do.
Hey,
wait.
When you're not busy, let's chat.
I had so much conversation with you. You need to shut up.
My attention.
Anyway, I'll have to do some other things. I'm hoping, praying that tomorrow's will be the last. Because at some point we gotta stop. I know there's... wrong button. There's still so much to do. It's insane. Like, look at all this. These are all... not these. These are all missions. Like, it's insane. All these missions I haven't done. I can't believe it. But at some point we have to stop. I will not do the Andreja, whatever her name is, missions because they will take too long. And I don't got time for that. But we'll deal with him. What I might do is I might go into Unity. Just see what the difference is. I don't know. Tomorrow's might be short. We'll see what happens. But I will figure that out myself. Today's is very long though, so eesh. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. For now, we